I know. And I'm sorry to cause you an inconvenience.
It's not about me. It's all right. I just want to help you however I can.
Thank you.
You know, Ashley's going to be home hopefully tomorrow. I know she...
Boom, bam. How did we get here? Tina went from season 1 saying that she does not want to have the surgery because she's scared to have the surgery, all the way to season 2 changing her mind that yes, she's going to be fearless and she's going to have the surgery. She puts in the work, she gets approved, and then it comes the surgery day and she says, nope, can't do it. The risks are too high and I don't want to be a part of that percentage of people who don't make it. I do respect that. But I'm going to say something that Dr. Proctor, in my opinion, I want to say that she should have said, or maybe he couldn't have said, but I'll say it for him. Tina just wasted an opportunity for someone else in the world or someone else in America who needed surgery or attended to that day. It may not have been a weight loss surgery related type situation, but somebody else could have had the appointment that she had on that day for surgery or anything else that Dr. Proctor could have been out there saving or helping to save another life. But instead of that, she doesn't call him to tell him, hey, I've chickened out. She literally says nothing. And then on top of that, at this moment in time, Dr. Proctor isn't even on the phone to Tina on her own phone. Dr. Proctor actually ended up ringing Vanessa and said, hey, do you know where Tina is? Because she was meant to be here with Ashley to get her weight loss surgery. So the fact that one, she did not notify Dr. Proctor or anyone within the hospital itself in particular is shambolic, because if she at least rang them, maybe in the morning when she knew she definitely wasn't going to go with it, or maybe the night before when she knew she wasn't going to go with it, she could at least had the courtesy to ring up and be like, hey, I can't make it today. I just can't do it. At least then that would have opened up the diary for someone else to get a last minute call and say, hey, we've just had the cancellation. Did you want to come and have whatever it was? I'm not saying that's something that would have happened per se, because boy, you never know the medical system, right? But it's the fact of the principle that was a possibility. So for me personally, I am furious with Tina for not at least notifying Dr. Proctor. And the fact that Dr. Proctor had to call Vanessa just to get a hold of her, flat out selfish. I personally am not a fan of people like that. I don't give a damn what reasons people have behind that type of behavior, because it goes against myself. If I know I'm not going to make something, I will have the common courtesy to tell the person or wherever it is I'm going that I'm not going to make it. I am not going to waste someone else's time and leave them hanging and have them waiting around for however long thinking, oh, is he going to turn up or is he not? I don't like that energy. I don't like it when it's done to me, so I'll never do it to anybody else. But then again, at the same time, anyone that's ever done it to me is no longer in my life. And you can imagine why. I have no time to waste. No one on this earth really has time to waste. Let's continue with exactly how the rest of the episode went down.
You have lost a lot of weight. This is hard to carry around.
It is.
I'm just doing one side. I haven't even done the other side. You know, this is a good 20 pounds probably.
Good God, really? Even
So Vanessa is currently being checked up on to see about her skin removal that she has coming up. Or the skin removal that she's meant to have coming up once she gets to 180. And obviously, as you heard right there, it weighs up to how brutal. But the loose skin weighs up to 20 pounds, man. That is a lot. That is a lot. And obviously, as the surgeon, I guess, says there, she's got a lot of skin because she had a lot of weight to carry on. And to be honest with you, I highly encourage people, when you go through a weight loss journey, once you get to your goal, please seek to get loose skin removed, because at the end of the day, it is dead skin cells, okay? And when something is dead, it's never going to come, my apologies, it's never going to come alive again, okay? Never, because it's dead. DEAD, okay? It's gone, finito, done and dusted, all right? And at the end of the day, there is no point of walking around carrying dead skin cells. It makes no sense. It's only weighing you down. Now, of course, not everybody has loose skin that is that dramatic. If it's not that dramatic, it's really not that deep, you know what I mean? But when it's to the point where you have to literally like tuck it in, you know what I mean, and all that kind of stuff, really and truly, any kind of loose skin that you actually have to tuck in just so it's flat, whatever, my personal recommendation is that you should get rid of it, purely because at the end of the day, it is dead skin cells, okay? And therefore, what is the point of carrying dead weight on your body? You're legit carrying dead weight. But hey, I'm happy for Vanessa though, obviously, for getting checked. And, you know, hopefully she can definitely get to the goal that she needs to get to make sure that, you know, she gets it obviously all removed, because it doesn't look pretty. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Makes me worried to death, because if I do make it to the 180, being able to maintain 180 for 6 months, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try so hard.
So it's going to take up to about a year until she can actually have the initial surgery itself in particular. But at the same time, she has to get to that 180 and also has to then maintain being at 180. Now, listen, to be honest with you, the mindset that Vanessa should have, in my opinion, it should be the mindset, well, I've come this far, so I will get to that 180 and I will maintain that 180. I may not get it right. Sometimes I may slip, but I will definitely make sure that I stick around that 180 as much as I can, because the matter of fact is that when you lose weight, what people are neglect to understand or to know is that maintaining is always harder than gaining, and always harder than losing, because you got to maintain it. But to be fair though, I'm not really someone that lives by a philosophy of necessarily maintaining something. I always say that you should always look to improve whatever it is in your life that you should be improving. Do you know what I mean? For me personally, I don't look to necessarily maintain my physique. No, I look to improve it. You know what I mean? I look to always work hard to make sure that I'm improving it to the slice. Now here's the thing though, and this is the diamond part of it all. Even though I'm telling myself that I'm looking to improve it, I'm still maintaining it. Difference is though, I've got a different mentality behind it. I'm working to improve, not to maintain. But of course, to improve, you still got to maintain what you have today for it to improve next day. See what I'm saying? Listen, it makes sense in my bloody head, okay, and it keeps me going. So remember that. But either way though, in anything in life, don't look to maintain anything. Always look to improve it. Okay, always look to improve, because that means you're at least looking to go forward and you're not looking to stay plateau. Because staying plateau or staying in the same place can get boring, and that's how many people can slip into the backwards direction in whatever it is in life that you're doing. Use that for yourselves. Process. But either way though, I believe that she can do it, and I just feel like she just needs to kind of tweak her mindset a little bit to not believe that it's going to be a struggle to maintain, which it will be, but to just be like, listen, I will do this, because why not?
We need y'all to move out.
I just got married. Like,
I mean, we all knew it was coming for Tina to finally tell Meghan that Meghan had to leave. But here's the thing though, Meghan just got married. Tina had a chance to tell her before she got married. But one thing that I've definitely learned in this episode is that Tina's timing for a lot of things isn't very good. Because, well, this is what I initially said, to be fair, when I did the reaction on Patreon. But then after I said it, well, Meghan then came out and said it as well. So let me just show you exactly what I would have said, or what I did say. But Meghan says too. Yeah.
I wish you would have told me this before the wedding, because maybe I could have used some of the funds for that. At this point, I don't know where me and John are going to go, and we might be homeless.
I mean, definitely a bit dramatic with the homeless part, but that was my thought. I think I said this before anyway, that the fact is she should tell her before she gets married, because she could easily use the money for the wedding for her to obviously move, because clearly she was living with you because her funds wasn't that great. Her and her partner's funds wasn't great. But guess what? They used a lot of money for their big wedding, a wedding that everybody came in dressed in costumes and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what it's looking like financially for Meghan and I guess her newlywed husband. But at the end of the day, Tina's timing is terrible. She did not want to ring the hospital to let them know that she wasn't coming. And she didn't even tell her own friend way back when her husband told her to tell her that, hey, I need you to move out. And then to make it worse, she then also says, yeah, I need you to move out basically as soon as possible. ASAP, ASAP. Wow. But listen, at the end of the day, though, I do completely get and respect why Tina needs Meghan to leave, because Tina needs to work on her relationship with her husband. Okay, she needs to obviously, step up to be that wife that she wants to be, and also be that mother that she wants to be as well. And of course, if Meghan and her partner being in the house is something that's put a strain on Tina being able to be a wife and a mother, then it makes all the sense that Meghan has to leave. I don't disagree to the slightest that Meghan has to leave. And obviously, to be fair with you, Meghan is very selfish anyway for putting up a fight against Tina, to be honest with you. But the matter of fact is, though, you got to do what you got to do. So I respect the fact that she finally did it. It's just that she should have done this way back. The timing is not acceptable, to be honest with you. I would be absolutely furious if it was me, myself in particular. But hey, it is what it is. That is, now from what I understand, this is the season finale of £1,000 Best Friends. So until season 3, I guess. I mean, you'll see me before that anyway, because I do other shows, right? But I'll see you back for that season. But hey, don't forget to like, sub, and also comment. Peace.